Well, good morning. How's everybody doing this morning?
Good, yes.
That sounds okay?
Excellent.
All right, good. So Jim's out, and he's ministering this next couple weeks to the peoples of Alaska. So he started a new ministry. It's called Hunting Ministry. I don't know if people ever heard of that. But no, you guys be in prayer for your pastor and the leaders of your church while they're up there chasing caribou, alligators, caribou, alligators. So I think you guys already know that we're going to require you guys for church this morning. So usually when Derek preaches, it's not like this communication just straight between me and God. It's a lot of your pain that comes forward, and I can't think. We've got a new family kind of in our church from Texas, and I can't think of a better guy. Garrett's been working with our youth group, and so we should introduce him the right way. And I need about 4 others to. Oh yeah, Troy. I'll take Troy. Good idea. Troy, come on up, bud. Garrett, come on up. Yeah, that wasn't a suggestion. Patrick, since he's always in a great mood, I can't kill him off. Did I lose my mic? We still on here? We're good? Okay, and I think you know what? Heck with it. Anthony, come on up. You'll forgive me forever, too. I've done a lot of work at your house. All right, so I need each of you guys to grab a plate. Because we've all eaten peanut butter and jellies in our, anybody like peanut butter and jelly? Who loves a good, why don't you come up here too, Sierra? Come on. Does Sierra need to come up? No? Okay. Oh, what a loving brother. You got that? All right. Might need one to throw up in, I don't know. All right.
Kill my diet here?
What?
You kill my diet here?
Oh, your diet's gone, dog. All right, so I'm gonna need y'all, however many pieces of bread you want on your peanut butter and jelly, I need you to go ahead and get that out. Peanut butter is a main component of a good sandwich at 2 a.m., right? Any of you dads out there ever kind of like start waking up and needing a peanut? Y'all go ahead, I'll get you a knife. I got one right here. Here's a knife, and then I got one for jelly too. This is kind of maybe for the jelly. Hang on. I got it in here.
What kind of knife are you giving me?
Things are going to escalate though, so.
That's not why the knife's like this.
So half of y'all can put some jelly on. So this morning, is that all you want? You might need to cover up the rest of it. You might.
Keep my cameras low.
Okay. Good man, Anthony. Anthony, what are you doing there? Spreading it out. You got some peanut butter. You guys are working on the jelly side of life. Garrett, how are you feeling? Amazing. Welcome to our church, by the way. I'm glad you're here. Troy will forgive me, I hope. Patrick will. I mean, I've got a solid 3. Troy and I, we haven't been tested in our relationship yet.
I don't think this can be worse than the burger that you had me eat last Thanksgiving.
Oh, that was fair.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
Man, y'all are some slow sandwich making dudes. Y'all usually have somebody else make that sandwich for you or what?
Yep.
All right. Are you there? Oh, you're not there.
What?
We need to open that back up.
Oh man, you can get mustard and chicken.
Oh no.
Yeah. I love it. So what I have here, no, it's good. It's good. Trust me. Oh, we should shake that up. That looks a little rough. I'm just going to give you a little bit, okay? We don't want to give you too much. We want to keep that sandwich good. Everybody gets a little bit there. All right, hang on. Hang on. Oh, I'm sorry. A little mustard.
You could at least made it eat, huh?
No, I figured we'd just do a little bit here. Do a little bit here. Anybody know what we're talking about this morning? Oh, see, you really should have got Sierra up here. She is just wishing she was you right now. Mayonnaise goes good on a sandwich. Huh? To go? Oh, you want another sandwich? I'll make you another one after this one, buddy. Don't you worry. Absolutely. So you guys go ahead and put that together. And you guys go ahead and eat your sandwich. And I just want to hear how it goes. So these guys had no idea when they came to church this morning. Go ahead and finish it, Garrett. It's good. It's good. Was that Genesis, with that passage in Genesis, and God saw what he made was good?
Very honest.
It's very honest. It's wondering, good job, Patrick. Good man. Now, we do need to leave sometime today. Eat up. Come on. Come on, Garrett. Just eat it. How bad is it? Let me see.
Oh, no.
It's not bad at all. Patrick, are you done? You go have a seat, Patrick. The rest of these guys. Patrick likes to eat. He's my kind of guy. That's some soul food right there, man. I tell you what, if y'all ever ask me to cook for y'all, I'd be glad to. Alicia does most of the cooking around our house, if y'all can imagine why. All right, give our guys a round of applause. Garrett's having a hard time. All right, we appreciate you guys. Anybody know what we're talking about this morning? That's right. Spread the love would have been a great title for this message. Actually, we're talking about forgiveness. And so in church, sometimes we get asked to do things that we just, ugh. What about at work? Ugh. What about with the neighbors? Ugh. What about driving in traffic? Anybody ever cut you off in traffic? Ugh. Right? And so when we're talking about forgiveness, this was a simple illustration, but you guys got to forgive me. It's just biblical, right? And so I wanted to give you an illustration of next time somebody ticks you off, Derek's going to bring you a sandwich. And you can either have the ticked off or you can have the sandwich, right? And so we just like to do little things to get us started this morning. Since we're talking about forgiveness, go ahead and open up with me in a word of prayer, please. God, we just thank you for our church. God, we thank you for your subtle messages, sometimes louder than others, God, on times and ways to forgive, God. And as we start to work on this 3-part series on who to forgive, why to forgive, when to forgive, God, that you would just start to poke our hearts and you would just start to realize that we are the problem. God, that forgiveness and that holiness and that just faithfulness of you just needs to start with us first. God, as this week is lighthearted, God, and as we build into some heavier topics as the series goes, God, I pray that this week you would just soften our church's heart, God, and to help us to see where we need to change and grow. In your name, pray, amen. All right. Tim would have been proud I had more notes this time than normal. All right. So, question for you 4 gentlemen. How did it taste? Troy said it was amazing. Garrett? Really? Better than your wife's cooking? I didn't think so. No, it's better. It was better or worse?
It was way worse.
Way worse than your wife's cooking. Okay, fair. Good answer. Because if that sandwich was better than Shantia's cooking, you would have died. How was your sandwich?
If sin was represented in food, that would probably be it.
Fair. Who was my last? Anthony, how was your sandwich?
Well, I could taste the love, but other than that, it's pretty trash.
It was rough, huh? Yeah. Do y'all think that it was meant to be great? Y'all think I put that together just because it was meant to be comfortable and fun? No, it's not. It's not supposed to be meant to be comfortable and fun. And so since we're talking about forgiveness, let's talk about what that forgiveness word is. Nick, what do you think forgiveness is? What do you know it to be? You can tell me.
Asking for acceptance.
Yeah. Anybody else? Travis? You ever had to forgive anybody?
Nope. Really asking your wrongdoing to accept your wrongdoing and forgive.
Mr. Brown?
Oh, yeah. Forgiveness for me is simply about peace. When you make the final forgiveness and then you get that peace to move forward.
Amen. Amen. Ron, forgiveness?
My life is full of it.
Should be. It should be. It's good. The deliberate design to let go. Deliberately, God deliberately designed forgiveness to let go. Can you imagine how heavy it would be if you just held on to it all the time? Everything. Like Travis said, no, I hold all grudges. You know what some people do? Travis was kidding. But some people do hold all grudges. And have you ever been around those people? It ain't very long. Because they're hurting. They're stuck. They're struggling. And then you get to work them through it. Right? Forgiveness, man. Forgiveness is tough. All right. So deliberate is designed to let go of resentment, anger, towards someone who has harmed you, and this freeing yourself of this burden of their offense. So, read that one more time. The deliberate design of letting go of resentment, anger, towards someone who has harmed you, or freeing yourself of the burden of offense. Okay. What opportunities, let's talk about some opportunities we have to forgive on a daily basis. Because this week's going to be light, next week's going to be heavier, and the third week we're going to go into some heavier things. Some lighter things on a daily basis that we could forgive for. We mentioned a couple. Patrick, what's a good one?
Getting cut off or yelled at and just letting it go.
In traffic. Everybody giving you the American bird?
Yep.
I've gotten a few. What about somebody running the stop sign? You had your family, right? What about a job? Anybody ever been frustrated at work? Ashton. We all have. We all have. Here's a good one. Family. Anybody ever get frustrated with family? Yes. No. Yes. Sarah's just smiling, just big as she can be. We all get frustrated with family. Do we forgive them? Do we hate them? We let it go in our own way. Family. So that's one. Give me a few others for forgiveness. What do we got?
Your spouse.
Who said that? Good job. Good job. What's that? Theft. Theft. Yourself. Theft. Okay. Anybody else? Rick.
Grocery store and the checker charges you 3 times more than what the sales thing said. These ribs didn't cost $36.
What a frustrating thing, right? Let me ask you, have you ever done any of those things? Have you ever accidentally cut somebody off in traffic? Randy said, I have. Randy, have you ever said anybody at work?
Yes.
Yeah. Fair. Andrew, when you was working the motel, did anybody ever get mischarged for anything ever? Never happened, huh?
Every day.
Every day. Something happens. Something happens. We'll see a few others. About saying something mean. That was on my list. Have we ever said anything mean to you? Tristan's like, no, I just take them out back. Have you ever said anything mean to anybody else? You've lived long enough, you have.
You worked construction too many years.
That's right. That's right, saying something mean. What about somebody ignoring you? That one hurts. You ever been ignored? Have you ever ignored somebody else? You see, there's always this part of them, they. And it's never, man, me, I, right? We don't think about that. When we're in the heat of battle in traffic, you don't think about the person that you cut off 3.5 years ago. Man, I cut somebody off too. Dude, forgiven. How easy is that, right? I did it last week, forgiven. Saying something mean. Man, I shouldn't have said that, dude. I'm sorry. Somebody said something about, I remember how that felt. I really shouldn't have done that, right? So, little simple things that we can start to work on for forgiveness. Now that we're preaching on forgiveness, what do y'all think y'all are going to have opportunities to do this week? A lot of people. It's coming, right? It's coming. All right. So, I'm going to read you something. So after devastating tragedies, remarkable people were able to put aside anger, blame, to find mercy in their hearts. When unspeakable tragedy strikes, how can you forgive someone who has taken so much from you? From the ravages of maybe genocide, from random acts of violence to everyday people that make horrific mistakes that alter the lives of many, often just in an instant, right? If you follow the news, you will see tons of things that somebody made a mistake and you're left holding the bag. And it's hard and it's frustrating. And so we've got to get to the point where, man, I forgive you, I forgive you, I forgive you. It's kind of like an Oprah show. You're forgiven, you're forgiven, you're forgiven, you're forgiven, right? And so we've got to bring that energy and that love for our fellow man and our fellow people. And we're going to have to bring that forgiveness and we're going to have to start making it automatic. We're going to have to make it. And it's going to have to be your MO as a Christian. Boom, boom. And we're going to talk about why you're commanded to forgive. And we're going to talk about somebody else in the Bible that maybe he was taken advantage of a little bit. And we're going to talk about how he handled it. So let's go into our first passage. Where are we at here? Genesis 29, 13 through 30. Some of you may recognize this title already. Go ahead. There we go. So there's a subtitle in here, and it's, let me make sure I don't get this wrong. I want to get it right. Oh yeah, Jacob meets Rachel in Genesis 29. Boy meets girl, right? Boy meets girl. Boy falls in love with girl, right? And he'll do anything. I tell you what, I'll do anything to get Rachel. He's like, man. All right, so let's read this. As soon as Laban heard the news about Jacob, his sister's son, he hurried to meet him. He embraced him and he kissed him and brought him to his home. So Jacob just went to the well, and there's some shepherds there, and Rachel's there because she's a shepherdess and she's watering. And so he introduces himself to Rachel, right? Got a little love connection there. And so she runs home and tells her dad about Laban. Tells Laban about Jacob. Okay? He embraced him and he kissed him and he brought him to his home, right? So that's Laban talking to Jacob, right? And he told Jacob all these things. Then Laban said to him, you are my own flesh and blood, right? As they were related. After Jacob had stayed with him for a whole month, Laban said to him, just because you're a relative of mine, should you work for me for nothing? Right? Why is Jacob working for that month? Rachel. Yeah. He said, tell me what your wages should be, because he's probably a heck of a hand. If you remember just before, Esau just about to kill him, so he took off, right? Then he has this dream on this ladder with these angels, and then he creates an altar there. All right, keep going. Now Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the older was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Leah had weak eyes, but Rachel had a lovely figure, and she was hot. Boom. Right? Jacob was in love with Rachel and said, I'll work for you for 7 years in return for your youngest daughter. How many of you dudes are willing to stick it out with the father-in-law for 7 years for Rachel? I mean, there had to be some kind of connection there, right? Like, I'll do it. All right. Laban said, it's better that I give her to you than some other man. Fine. Stay here with me for 7 years, right? So Jacob served 7 years to get Rachel, but they seemed like only a few days to him because he was in love. 7 years. 7 years of working sheep in the land for a girl. She better have been worth it. Was she worth it? Anybody? Y'all was pretty quiet. No. Man, yeah. So it only seemed like a few days. So in verse 21, then Jacob said to Laban, give me my wife. My time is completed and I want to make love to her. Carry on. So Laban brought together all the people to the place to give him a feast. But when evening came, he took his daughter Leah and brought her to Jacob, and Jacob made love to Leah. And Laban gave his servant Zilpah to his daughter to attend her. While the morning came, there was Leah. So Jacob said to Laban, hey, that's not Rachel. You think this dude's upset and frustrated? I just worked 7 years. That's the wrong chick. That ain't Rachel. Can y'all imagine? No. All right, let's figure it out. He said, what is this you've done to me? He said, I served you for Rachel, didn't I? Why have you deceived me? Laban replied, it's not our custom here to give the younger daughter in marriage before the old one. Gosh dang it, family. Comes up with another excuse why I can't have Rachel, right? Anybody ever been frustrated? Like, I want my bride. I want my girl. You gave me somebody else. And then he says, hey, how about you finish the bridal this week, and then we'll give you the younger one also in return for another what? Another 7 years. You want to talk about frustration? Jacob stuck it out. Why? Because Jacob wanted Rachel, right? And so many times in life, we get frustrated. Things are going to happen. I can't find anywhere in the Bible that said Jacob cussed Laban. I can't find anywhere in the Bible that it said Jacob tried to kill Laban. I can't find anywhere in the Bible that it says Jacob wished harm and formed an army against Laban. Can y'all? No. Jacob said, okay, fine. What's it cost? He forgave him and he kept working. And eventually, as the story goes, are we done there? Is that the last one? Okay. He finishes and he gets Rachel, okay? And God started to bless them in their marriage, and he started to bless the people of Israel through this relationship. And I just want to encourage you guys, what could God bless you out of you just being faithful if somebody wronged you? Even if you worked hard, what if somebody wronged you? Could you still be faithful? Could you still work hard? Could you still be a blessing to them? Somebody cut you off, and lo and behold, then they park next to you in the parking lot. Could you still be a blessing to them? Somebody's rude to you at the office. Could you still be a blessing to them? Somebody fires you at work. Could you still be a blessing to them? At what point do you stop being a blessing? Are you allowed to? I don't know. Let's go to the next scripture. Okay. Then Peter asked Jesus, Lord, how many times should I forgive my brother or sister who sins up against me? And he said up to 7 times, right? He said up to 7 times. We've all had bad days. We get it. It's okay. Up to 7 times. And then he sees this dialogue in Peter's head, right? What is this dialogue going into verse 22? What's he saying? Because Peter's saying, all I got is this dude's only got 27 more. That's all I got to forgive him, right? Up to 7 times, right? And Jesus says, you know, Peter, stop being so shallow. It's not about that. What does he say in verse 22? Andrew, what does it say?
Not 70.
Times 7. Peter's like, really? Come on. I just want to write this guy off. And Jesus is like, no. He said, 70 times 7 is what we need. right? And so as Christians, sometimes people annoy you and frustrate you, but we don't need to give up, okay? We need to continue to forgive, and you need to be the fastest to forgive. Matthew 6:14, for if you forgive other people when they sin against you, who also will forgive you, Ashton? Whose opinion really matters? God's, right? So can you imagine getting up there into heaven and you having all this anger and know in your heart, and you're saying, God, I was mad. And he's saying, man, I tell you what, we're going to have to deal with this. And that's eternity to deal with it. It's not some, just as Jacob's 7 years was very short to him, right? Your eternity on life is this fast. The Bible tell you. Sometimes it seems like an eternity to you, but when the end happens, you better be ready. You better be ready to answer. So we're going to go into one more. And I always, every time I preach, I talk on this passage because Peter's my dude, right? Peter's my dude. And him and Jesus are sitting down there and they're talking. And I think here's Christians because I always hear my name, right? Verse 15, when they had finished eating, Jesus said, Derek, son of Rick, do you love me more than all these things? Some days maybe. No? You have to answer that, right? Yes, Lord, I love you. He said. He said, feed my sheep. Derek, you'll feed my sheep. If you love me, you're going to feed my sheep. Okay. Verse 16, Jesus said, Derek, son of Rick, do you love me? Right? Can you imagine sitting down there with Jesus and him calling you out the second time and the other disciples is there? And I answer, you answer, Randy answers, Ashton answers. Yes, Lord, I love you. Then he says, what? Again. Carry my sheep, feed my sheep. Okay, I get it. I get it. You want me to help out the people, right? Third time he said to him, Simon, son of John, do you love me? Peter was hurt because he asked him a third time. He says, do you love me? He said, yes, Lord, I love you. And you know I love you through all these things. And Jesus said, you know what? Feed my sheep. Where are you not feeding a sheep? I know I evaluate myself all the time. And you as a Christian have got to start looking at yourself and you got to start saying, am I feeding the sheep? Or am I just here to be fed? Right? Because there gets to be a point in your spiritual walk that you say, you know what? I'm ready to start feeding the sheep. Whether it's here, whether it's a Sportsman's Warehouse talking with a dude over shotgun shells and duck calls, Andrew, right? Whether it's your pest control guy, whether it's a guy down in a motel, whether it's Patrick that loves music and shooting guns, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is for you ladies, baking and cookware and loving on each other and I don't know what girls do. Hobby Lobby, thank you. Good one. Hobby Lobby. Welding machines, fine. I'll throw that in for some lady. Whatever it is you do, find a way. Find a way because God will show you. God will show you to get the spotlight off of you and you're going to get it off of somebody onto somebody else. And you're going to start feeding the sheep. Okay? It all starts with that forgiveness. Because when you stop focusing on yourself and all the wrongs that somebody's done to you, man, you can actually start to love people more. And you're going to find that the chains are broken. The chains are gone. The cinder blocks on your back are gone. God's going to help you. He will absolutely help you. And he says, I want that. Give me that. Give me your burdens, right? Give me your burdens. My yoke is easy. My burdens are light. Okay? And so this morning we're going to go with our invitation. Now keep in mind the other next 2 weeks are going to be a little heavier. Okay? They're going to be a little heavier. But I'm telling you guys, if there's anybody here struggling with anything, don't wait till week 2 for us to have to draw it out in you. Okay? Start now. Sit in your pew and say, maybe that's me. I need to let go of some stuff. Okay? Natalia, you start playing. We also have an altar up here. If you guys feel like you need to come up here and pray, I'll move the peanut butter and jellies. Don't hold back on yourself. Don't hold back on your church. I'll be up here to pray with you, and our praise and worship team will lead us out, and then we'll carry on with worship, or our rest of our church.